Many thanks for joining us in the newsroom on TV 360 Nigeria. I am Annetta Felix. At least 24 people have been killed and several others injured after gunmen attacked 3 communities in Zango Kataf local government area of Akita State. Chairman of the affected local government area, Elias Manza, who confirmed the incident, said the criminals first attacked Chibok village on Friday night and killed 9 people, while many houses were also burnt. He also said that similar attacks were carried out by the gunmen in Sabonkura village, where 15 people were also murdered in the night, while the third attack at Ungwang Audu village on Sunday also left several houses and farmlands burnt, with many injured. Manda has now appealed for the deployment of more security operatives to Zango Kataf in order to forestall further attacks on the community. Meanwhile, troops of Operation Hadarin Daji have killed scores of bandits during a daring and aggressive clearance operation in the northeast. In a statement on Sunday, coordinator of Defense Media Operations, Major General John Enenche, said the success and furtherance of the operational mandate to decisively stamp bandits out of the northwest region. He disclosed that the soldiers conducted the operation on Saturday following credible intelligence that armed bandits have rustled an unconfirmed number of cattle in Zamfara. According to the military spokesman, the troops also recovered 302 rustled cattle and 412 sheep during the operation. The leader of the notorious 1 Million Boys gang, Biola Ebila, has been killed in the Olumi area of Ibadan after a reported gun duel between him and a rival gang. Ebila has been on the wanted list of the Oyo State Police Command for leading series of violent clashes across the state. He's been declared wanted by the police over his alleged involvement in the killing of a leader of another notorious gang, Moshood Oladokun, also known as Ekwemi, some weeks ago. The Oyo State Police Public Relations Officer, Winga Fadeyi, confirmed Ebila's death. He, however, said there are no details yet on the manner in which he was killed. Suspended acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magoo, has been accused of failing to give a proper account of missing 332 out of the 836 recovered real estate property in March 2018. In a report, the Presidential Committee on Audit of Recovered Assets said the property Magoo unaccounted for is worth billions of naira. The report said, quote, most of the recovered assets are allegedly sold without anyone knowing and without proper records. It adds that it's also on record that the suspended acting chairman is maintaining different accounts, including using proxies who return the benefits of the sold assets to him. Magoo is currently being probed on charges of mismanagement and lack of transparency in managing the recovered assets while heading the anti-graft agency. Doctors in Lagos State under the aegis of the Medical Guild are set to begin a 3-day warning strike from Monday. Chairman of the Guild, Oluwajimi Shodipo, announced this on Sunday while addressing a press conference in Lagos. According to him, the medical practitioners took the decision to embark on the industrial action over issues they say affect their safety and welfare. Shodipo explained that the decision formed part of the resolutions reached during the meeting of the leadership of the association convened to review the challenges of medical doctors in the state. The industrial action would commence from 8 a.m. on Monday to 8 a.m. on Thursday. Shodipo, however, said members of the guild working in the state's COVID-19 isolation centers have been exempted. We'll take a break here and we'll be right back. Do stay with us.
Trade is a force for good. I've seen it with my own eyes. Its ability to improve millions and millions of lives. I've spent my life working with teams around the world to deliver reforms, broker agreements, improve systems, fight corruption, and empower economies. Coronavirus has changed the face of the global economy and left many countries facing difficult choices. This is a critical moment for world trade. and the WTO has a vital role to play. It's time to come together. It's time for the WTO to listen to its members, seek common ground, hunt for solutions, rebuild trust, and return to its founding mission. My name is Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and I'm the woman for this job. I want to bring a fresh pair of eyes and ears to the WTO and make it fit to thrive for the 21st century.
State government has sealed off the premises of Victory College in Ilawe, Ekiti, in the Ekiti Southwest local government area of the state for allegedly violating its directive on the closure of schools as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The government also said the proprietor of the private school, who is reportedly on the run, will face the full wrath of the law for violating COVID-19 protocols. The Commissioner of Education, Folusho Daramola, who gave the order in Ado-Ekiti on Friday after receiving the interim report from officials of the ministry who investigated the activities of the private school, said security agents were already on the trail of the proprietor. Nigeria on Sunday reported 571 new cases of COVID-19 with 343 more recoveries. This is according to the latest figures released on Sunday night in a tweet by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. The NCDC noted that the new cases of COVID-19 were reported in 19 states of the country, as well as the Federal Capital Territory. It added that Lagos State had the highest infections for the day at 158 and is followed by Ebonyi at 108 and Edo with 53. The new figure now takes the country's infections from COVID-19 to 32,558, with 704 deaths and 13,447 persons discharged. The Kwara State Deputy Governor and Chairman of the Technical Committee on COVID-19, Kayode Alabi, has again called on the people of the state to always adhere strictly to COVID-19 safety protocols. Alabi made the call shortly after some of his aides tested positive for COVID-19. Alabi said his COVID-19 positive aides have been admitted into the COVID-19 infectious center located at Sobi Specialist Hospital in Ilori. An Air Peace airline flight deployed to evacuate stranded Nigerians in the UK has been denied landing rights. The Nigeria High Commission in London says the evacuation flights from London Heathrow to Abuja and Lagos will now depart on Tuesday, July 14th from Gatwick Airport aboard an Air Partner flight. The federal government has been airlifting nationals stranded in different countries across the world back home after several countries imposed travel restrictions to curb the spread of COVID-19. On Saturday, 270 Nigerians and 2 Egyptian nationals were evacuated from Cairo, one amongst many evacuation flights that have already been carried out. 2 lawmakers in Madagascar have died after contracting COVID-19. Madagascan president announced this on Sunday, adding that over 20 others are also receiving treatment for the virus. The disease comprised 1 senator and a member of the lower chamber. 11 other members and 14 senators also tested positive. The news comes as government reimposed lockdown on a major region under which the capital, Antananarivo, falls. The reason was to better contain surge in cases. The National Population Commission has expressed concerns over the alarming rate of maternal mortality in the country. The acting chairman of the commission, Eyitayo Oyetunji, speaking at a news conference in Abuja to mark the World Population Day, said the COVID-19 pandemic largely contributes to the rising mortality rate. The World Population Day is annually celebrated on July 11th to raise awareness about sexual and reproductive health needs of people around the world.
The contraceptive prevalence rate for modern method in Nigeria is only 12% for married women, while for sexually active unmarried women, only 28% are using the modern contraceptive method. The unmet needs for family planning is as high as 20% in some parts of the country. The implication of limited access to commodities and services, which has worsened under the pandemic, includes higher levels of STIs due to unprotected sex, unwanted pregnancies, unsafe abortions, maternal mortality, and so on. Nutrition is among the causes of anemia, and anemia is a major concern among women, leading to increased maternal mortality and poor birth outcomes, as well as reductions in work productivity. Over half, that is 58%, of women that are aged 15 to 49 have some degree of anemia. 28% each are mildly anemic and moderately anemic, while 2% are severely anemic, according to the National Population Commission.
We'll take a break here and we'll be right back shortly. The federal government has ordered all contractors handling power projects across the country to return to their various sites following the gradual relaxation of the COVID-19 lockdown. Minister of Power Salim Maman gave the order while inspecting the newly completed power substation in Gagarawa, Jigawa State, constructed by the Transmission Company of Nigeria. He noted that the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the power sector was severe, but said the contractors must return to work since the lockdown was being eased. Maman also revealed that the new power substation in Kagarawa would boost power supply in over 7 local government areas, including an industrial area. Oil slipped nearly 1% on Monday as traders eyed an OPEC industrial meeting this week, which is expected to recommend an easing in supply cuts that have been popping up crude prices. Brent crude fell 32 cents to $42.92 a barrel, while U.S. West Desert Intermediate crude was at $40.22 a barrel, and that's down by 33 cents. Oil was little changed last week as a resurgence of COVID-19 cases prompted several U.S. states to impose tighter travel restrictions that could dampen oil demand recovery at the world's largest consumer. However, prices climbed more than 2% on Friday after the International Energy Agency raised its 2020 oil demand forecast by 40,000 barrels per day. And Andrzej Duda has won a narrow victory to be re-elected as Poland's president. The final tally of the results is expected to be announced later on Monday, but with 99% of all constituencies reporting, those tallies were not expected to affect the result. Duda, backed by the ruling Conservative Nationalist Law and Justice Party, won 51.21% of votes, while his closest rival won 48.79%. This is Poland's slimmest presidential election victory since the end of communism in 1989. Duda's win is expected to lead to further controversial reforms to the judiciary and continued opposition to abortion and gay rights. The Court of Arbitration for Sports has lifted a 2-season ban from European competitions imposed by UEFA on Manchester City. This means Pep Guardiola's side will be free to play Champions League football next season. The court also reduced the initial fine of €30 million to €10 million in appeal. City were accused of deliberately inflating the value of income from sponsors with links to the Abu Dhabi United Group, also owned by the City owner Sheikh Mansour, to avoid falling foul of financial fair play regulations between 2012 and 2016. The case against City was reopened in 2018 when a series of leaked mails was published by German magazine Der Spiegel. And that's it on the newsroom on TV 360 Nigeria. Many thanks for watching. I am Anetta Felix. Bye for now.